have with me today our 3 days in September guest speaker and president of Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, Dr. Paige Patterson. Welcome, Dr. Patterson, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
According to your website, your work has included ministering in over 125 countries. Out of all those countries, which place stands out the most?
Well, that's a very good question that I wish I could answer because I love every one of them. But I guess when push comes to shove, that I probably have enjoyed East Africa about as much as any place. So if I can go to Zimbabwe or Zambia or South Africa or someplace like that, I always do. I love the people, I love the animals, I love the country.
So you've been to many places in East Africa, and now you're here with us in Hannibal, Missouri. Can you give us a little preview of what you will be sharing with students during our event?
Yes, the emphasis that I'll be bringing primarily is one on evangelism. Now, you might not know that from the way I began this morning with Genesis 1:1, but I do believe that Genesis 1:1 and the following story is intensely evangelistic, and tomorrow I will be talking more about what it actually means. Really, the most misunderstood topic in the world today is how to be acceptable to God. And so that's what we'll be working with tomorrow.
Today in chapel, you spoke on the creation story. Why did you choose to start with that topic?
Because I think everything comes downhill from creation. If one disbelieves the creation story, then the result is that he's going to doubt everything else. But if he does believe the creation story, then it pretty much follows suit that the rest of the scripture must be true and accurate also. So I like for people to focus on what God's plan and purpose is in creation. Then they don't find obnoxious anything else that he has to say afterwards.
If HLGU students only remember one thing from 3 days in September, what would you want them to take away from listening to you speak?
That's a great question, and I think what I would most like for them to take away is that God is a loving God who, if we let him, will pave the way for the finest things that could ever happen to anybody anywhere.
We are glad to have you here on campus this week for 3 days in September. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I'm Elizabeth Duzan reporting for TNN.